Welcome back to Commercial Finance Experts Academy. My name is Suo Trung. Today, I'll be talking about the third part video regarding the multi-unit rental development and construction financing bit. Now, the last part I talked to you about is the 5 key ingredients at the beginning for the client side, what to expect and what you should be aware of. Now, what can be an issue on the client side that they may not know about? Why are clients getting into the kind of business if they don't have any experience, right? So one is going to be a pushback of experience that they may not have. So let's cover that. Right? The one that my clients have come into this project is, yes, they have done a lot of single family homes, but this is their first low-rise project that they ever built. And it most likely will include something that they have not normally done on a regular basis, is elevators, right? Because there's 5-6 stories that they're building, they need an elevator and parquet, which single family homes don't have, right? So there's a couple of things that are new to them that they don't have expertise in. So that's going to be costly and time frame to get those done as well. So elevator, they're going to have to bring in different people to do that. And as well as the project management. Managing a whole bunch of single family detached houses is easy. They can go and look and checklist and make sure everything gets done. This is an entirely new project. So if they're currently already doing single family detached houses and they're going to continue to do that because that's their bread and butter, which the client is doing. So what happens at this baby project of theirs? What happens? Who's going to manage it, right? Do these people also have the experience? If they're going to say, I'm going to self-manage it, the lender's going to say, hold on here. You have no experience in managing this kind of project to build a low-rise. First of all, we want to see somebody with proper experience, right? So having their experience, if they don't have it, they need a project manager that has the experience, right? So get that in place or find a way to mitigate that issue there. Otherwise, the lender's going to come back and say, hey, we want to not advance the funds unless we know for sure the project manager knows the stuff, okay? Third, cost overruns. I didn't cover the last one, right? Yes, that actually happens more common than you believe, right? On a single detached houses, it's not an issue, but when it comes up with a multi-unit, you deal with multiple properties, it's similar to building townhouses, right? Multiple properties. Multiple units is like multiple properties, okay? Just put it that way. When you're dealing with this, it's a larger scale and time frame is extended. You can build a house in 3 to 6 months, right? So cost rise in the next 3 to 6 months isn't the same single family detached houses, 3 to 6 months, maybe 9 months, right? Compared to versus 12 to 24 months. Okay? Cost overrun. Is more likelihood chance of cost overrun in 3 to 6 months or 12 to 24? Right? Damn right. 12 to 24 months because whose salary has gone up? Every freaking trades have gone up. Everything regarding the nails have gone up. Right? I've looked at my own project that I'm trying to build. In the last 12 months, it's gone up and up and up. Everything's gone up. Drywall's gone up, 2x4's gone up, everything's gone up in pricing. So that is an ouchie. So they need to have some kind of reserve. They need to have access to funds beyond the budget that they have in place, right? So that comes into hand, how you can mitigate these issues here so that the lender will be very happy that you cover all the bases, right? The risk involved is that it can end up being just a skeleton property and they have to liquidate foreclosure. That's going to be the end of the client, right? That's going to hurt their business in the long run. Also, they may even be blacklisted by the lender because They have messed up. They don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't be involved in what they're doing, and they should have got the proper people in place, right? So that's one thing. Reputational risk is another huge thing because it carries on. Even though they have the experience right now, building anything, building a low-rise for that matter, but if their reputation have been tarnished, okay? One client I'm taking on right now, their reputation has been tarnished in social media as well as when you Google online, it's there, right? They have either they have lawsuits, pending litigations, or just Better Business Bureau complaints that has been and not addressed and resolved. Anything of that sort of negative, I call it, negative reputation that haven't been resolved and hasn't been taken care of, that's going to affect the financing package because they cannot have any control about getting a better deal from the lender anymore. Because when they look at this, well, these guys have a bad reputation. Now I'm going to have a concern about their experience, and I'm going to have a concern or doubt about the property manager that they bring in, right? Development for the development of the project itself, right? What else are they going to ask questions about now, right? Well, lastly is that the key players that are involved, do they also have sufficient backing? It comes to the fact that some lenders have gone to the point where they require very specific sub-trades and project managers. And you don't want that because a lot of builders are going to say, I want my own property managers to be involved. I don't want to use one of these guys on the list because they're going to be expensive. Typically they are because they're well-known, established property manager for one thing, right? And they can be costly. So specific requirements, tradespeople or project management company, right? If they require, I call it in the construction industry, I call it the Western side, the Western company versus the Asian company, all right? What do you mean by that is this? Bolsa Corporation, Peak Performance are some of the well-known project managers around there, right? And those can be costly because they have a set of very conservative estimates for everything, and they have money set aside to help in all events. If the worst case scenario happens, they're covered because they've well experienced and they have a long history. On the other hand, the Asian companies that are usually non-established, not well known, maybe they're established but not well known, and no track record in the media. And if you Google them, they might not have a clean record either, right? So having a specific requirement in the trades and any sort of work that's required through the process of the construction phase could be exponentially expensive and cost prohibitive for a brand new builder developer, right? So hopefully you understand this and be able to mitigate a lot of these concerns beforehand so that the lenders won't try to put the squeeze on you and offer such a lousy financing package that your client is not going to like. They eventually bonus up the rates, make it more expensive than anybody else, right? But at the end of the day, I get the deal done, and you know what? If they want to go shop around, they're going to find themselves out of luck later, right? Money runs out. One lender can give them an approval now, but in 3-6 months, when they finally decide to get the acts together, it might be too late. Hope you learned something new today, and I'll see you next video. Take care. That's all. Awesome night.